What's going on, you guys? TheRcCrawlerKing here. You know what time it is. Time for another unboxing video. Let's jump into it. Alrighty, so what I got here is another HAIBOXING model for you guys. This is a 1/18 scale vehicle. This truck looked really cool. Like when I first seen it, I was like, ah man, it's just another 18 scale. Like we've already done a bunch of those cars for you guys. But I saw this car and was like, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a second look. It looks pretty freaking cool. So without blabbing on for too long, you guys, let's open up the box here and see what's inside. Now, as always, with all HAIBOXING vehicles, packaged quite nicely, I must say. And again, the wing does not come installed, so keep in mind that's not on the car right now. Opening up the bottom half of the box here, we have our 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, our bag of goodies, and the user manual. I believe this also has the parts diagrams in it as well, so don't throw this away. Now I'm going to start with the most boring thing first, and we're going to get this out of the way. So, how to set it up. Make sure you check and see if your decal kit is inside the book. Sometimes it slides in there as well. Make sure to put the stickers on the car too, eh? Again, that quick start guide's got a bunch of really useful information. I think the most useful thing that I find nice to have in this manual, again, is the exploded diagram. Now, this is something that every hobby grade RC car I've ever owned comes with, and it's just useful for referencing how things come apart and go back together. Setting the most boring part aside though, and the stickers. Stickers! The car. I know, looks pretty cool. Would look a lot cooler if we stuck a wing on it though, so let me do that really quick. There we go, wing installed. Car's looking pretty nifty, wouldn't you say? I like the look of this thing, man. Really cool, sleek looking silver going on here too. Silver gray kind of look. Nice black rims to go with it. They do have pretty stiff tires. There's no foams inside these tires, unfortunately, but I mean, with how stiff the rubber is, that's kind of what you have to work with, right? They're gonna last a long time being a harder tire. They're not gonna hook up as well as they would if they were a softer tire, but I think the most important thing for kids is really that the vehicle lasts a long time. Like, let's face it, they don't want to be swapping tires, replacing parts, all this. They just want to go have fun, man. So, jumping into the inside of the car here, let's pull the body pins off, which they do include 4 extras, as they normally do with all the HAIBOXING vehicles. Now, ripping the body shell off, you can see we got a pretty standard setup here. Just like a lot of the other HAIBOXING models, we got our ESC receiver combo. We do have a 3-wire servo on this bad boy, which is pretty freaking sweet if you ask me. The motor plugs in with a connector here, so it'd be easy to swap if you did have to install a new motor. The brushed motor also has a heatsink built in, which is fantastic. Servo saver is built into the servo itself, so if you take a hard hit when you're cartwheeling that car, you know, sometimes you come down really hard like that, no worries. That's already built in to protect the servo, which is fantastic because we all know part of the radio control hobby is crashing and fixing it too. Again, we got the lighting control module on the top here. Now, some unique features of these more budget-friendly HAIBOXING cars is that the wheel nuts are actually a combination of Phillips and like a socket style wrench, which normally we just have a T-wrench to undo the wheels with, but I mean, worst case Ontario, you can grab your Phillips screwdriver and you can take the wheels on and off. So props to HAIBOXING for making that really easy to work on. It's got a nice smooth under chassis for sliding over obstacles and stuff like that. The only real downside I found when me and Austin were out driving this car around was the fact that because it is so small, it's a little tricky to control on rocks that are, you know, kind of big. It tends to, you know, bobble around a little bit, which is to be expected for the smaller cars. If you hit a bump that was a little bit too big to scale for the car, it obviously got knocked off a little bit. This was a really fun car to go bash around at the bike park. I think I will probably do a giveaway of this car. All you guys who leave comments down below, just like we've done before, are entered to win this truck. Basically, just keep an eye on the YouTube channel, you guys. When you see HAIBOXING Truggy giveaway winner reveal in the title of my video, click on it. If you commented on this video, you're going to be entered to win it in the next one, okay? Again, this was another car that came with 2 batteries, so we do have the included battery inside the car right here. And then we have another one as well. These are both 850 milliamp hours, 7.4 volt, 2S batteries, and that's all you can run in this car. You can't run any 3S batteries in this car. It's just these 2S batteries that they include. They both have Dean's connectors, which was a pretty industry standard connector back in the day. It still is. They include a USB charger. I'd imagine this is probably 2 amp, just like all the other ones that they have, and it just charges off the balance lead. So pretty nice, portable, compact little charger combo. So yeah, USB chargers, super convenient. Able to plug that right into a power bank, charge the battery while you're out in the field having fun driving around. And because you have 2 batteries, you can have basically all day fun. Now it comes with this transmitter, which is super closely related to some of the other HAIBOXING models that I reviewed. This is a basic controller because what this is more marketed toward isn't like a serious hardcore RC enthusiast. I definitely wouldn't find myself buying one of these just outright for myself to go enjoy. I'd rather have one of the other HAIBOXING models that are a bit bigger and one of the brushless ones, to be quite frank with you. But if you're a mother or father looking to buy your son an RC car, son or daughter, an RC car for the first time, now, HAIBOXING doesn't include the AA batteries, so that is something you'll need to go source, but I imagine if you already have a TV remote at home that runs off AA's, you've probably got some kicking around. And when the transmitter's on, there's an indicator light built into the antenna that shows that it's into a bind mode. It's searching for the vehicle that it's paired to start controlling it. There is a dual, I believe that's a steering trim. Let's find out. Powering the car on, you get some flashing lights. Once they're both synced up, the LED light on the top of the transmitter turns red, and then the car power on and all the lights on the car go solid. You have a steering trim dial here on the side of the transmitter, so if you want to adjust steering trim to make the car drive straight, you can use that. You have a steering reverse and a normal and slow mode switch on top, which is, I mean, the fact that they're including a slow and normal speed switch on the car really tells you that they're trying to gear it toward kids, right? Like younger kids who don't really know what throttle control is. Well, if you switch this dial and the kid doesn't know it's there, it's going to make sure that they're not smashing into walls going full speed, right? Because this is a pretty capable car. It still goes pretty dang fast. Like if I kick this thing over into normal mode, pretty quick little car, right? I like that. I really like that. HAIBOXING's trying to tailor this toward the correct market, I think. So really cool that they include that in there. Now, just like any real hobby grade RC car, we have a full proportionate steering system on this car, which allows for very precise steering control. It's not like back in the day when the steering was left or right and that was it. There was no like halfway in between. So very cool that there's proportional steering and throttle control on here. Now this is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, just like all the other HAIBOXING vehicles I reviewed. It has metal drive shafts, which is pretty neat. It does have plastic CV axle outputs on both ends of that axle, so at least they're using a metal shaft. I believe the gears are going to be plastic on this model, not metal. Kind of makes sense. Most of their brush stuff includes like a plastic drivetrain system, whereas their brushless stuff includes metal, which makes a lot of sense when you're building a car that's going to be more budget friendly. Cool front bumper, cool wing. Yes, the center drive shaft is also made of metal. So, and yeah, I think that's about everything I could really go over on this car. It has ball bearings. All of the drivetrain components are all ball bearings, so super cool there. And like most HAIBOXING vehicles, it is splash resistant, so you don't want to submerge the car, but if you end up getting a snowy day or a day where there's lots of rain, this car is going to be able to handle that. So that's pretty cool too, because let's be honest, the kids can't resist the urge to go play in the mud puddles. So it's really nice to see that the HAIBOXING vehicle is water resistant. Well, there you have it, you guys. That's the HAIBOXING Truggy. Pretty neat little unit. If you guys want to see more cool action in the future, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe, you guys. Most importantly, don't forget to be fancy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.